All right, morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the Brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs. Shout out to Eat Good TV. Shout out to Keegan's Kitchen. By the way, Eat Good TV just put up, I think about 4 or 5 hours ago. Eat Good TV just put up a green smoothie, a green smoothie, some green drink. It's summertime. It's healthy time. So go figure that out, right? Look at it. Miss Margaret do already. She'll walk you through step by step, and you can actually make that for yourself on your own and all these things. All right. It's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. You made it through another week, and here we are, right? Week by week, day by day, month by month, year by year. Somehow we're getting by. I'm bothered because my light is not as bright as. I hope my mic sounds good because I'm using a different frequency on the mic. But other than that, I'm sure you can still see me even though we're not lit up bright in here this morning, but it's all good. So big up to everybody tuning in this morning. Thank you for being here. We got a couple of things to talk about this morning. We're going to try to keep it light because it's Friday and it's been heavy all week. See? So topics on the board this morning before I go big up some people. Jamaica Zoo reopens. That's a good start. Even though I don't like zoos, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. Jamaica Zoo reopens. I know some of you are like, okay, when did the zoo close? I'll get into all the details in a minute. Stick around. Jamaica Zoo reopens. Sad story. There's a story out of New York. A McDonald's worker he had an argument with a customer about fries. Fries. The fries was cold. These fries were cold, and it turned into him losing his life. So you see, when I say stuff like, boy, we take every day for granted, you get up and you leave your house and you say, see y'all later, love you, I'll be back in a couple of hours, blah, and you just don't make it back. This was one of those cases. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. It's just a blessing just to even leave your doors and make it back in these days, But we're going to get into that story because that story is pretty deep with the fries. And then, one little piece of cuss something I go on because Mr. Lex, walk up in the video from your cute girl. Mr. Lex says, please stop calling L.A. Lewis an artist. Now, at this time, L.A. Lewis ratings is good among the Jamaican people. So I think Mr. Lex chose the wrong time to say what he said, but we're going to get into everything that he said and all that, the whole article. Jamaica Star coming like an instigator in this one still. I don't know why they even print that, but hey, I'm here for it. It's something to break the monotony, something to take us off of the whole serious everyday stuff, right? Poisoning of Jamaica's freshwater system. That's an important one that we need to talk about. The poisoning of Jamaica's freshwater system. We got to talk about that one. I don't know if y'all seen it. I don't know if y'all see the whole heap of dead fish them in the water. I was told that it was 2 truckloads. Them big pickup dump truck that carry marl and gravel and that. 2 of those full of fish they pulled out. Dead fishes. They pulled out of our fish. They pulled out of the rivers, right? The Rio Cabre and other rivers. So there's a poisoning there. And there's a brother here who's a fisherman who's also saying whatever chemicals they release in these waters, when the chemicals are released, you can tell that it's fresh because you put your foot in the water and it burns your skin. Now, here's the thing. I've been sending y'all over to Chief Curry Instagram for a while. Chief Curry has been talking about this for a while. The Maroons have been warning us for a while about what's going on the island. It's crazy to me to see like most Jamaican people don't care about none of that stuff that's going on. I mean, is it that we feel hopeless about these things so we don't even bother paying any attention? You know, you pay attention to stuff that you can't change or fix. It could be kind of stressful because what else am I going to do? Just sit there and watch it just fall apart? I can't fix it. I can't change it. There's nothing I could do about it. Or that's what we tell ourselves, that there's nothing we could do about it. So we rather not pay attention to it. Because I'm alarmed at the small amount of people that actually pay attention to stuff like that versus the large amount of people who pay attention to everything else that's frivolous and has nothing to do with nothing. But anyhow, Donna Lee, still little update on her. We won't go too much into the Donna Lee thing this morning, just a passing by. And Ishana and Trick Daddy. All right. I don't know if y'all saw Ishana. I don't know if you know who Trick Daddy is. I was raised in Florida. So Trick Daddy is like a champion in Florida. This is his city. I mean, his state. Miami is his city. 305. You know, how should I put it now? Ishana, we just celebrated Ishana getting a big song with Ed Sheeran, Brace It, and all these things. Yes, Ishana went on Reggae Sumfest recently and caused a stir as well. Very controversial she is, caused a stir when she came out with the board cutouts of the Prime Minister, Minister of Health, Dr. Tufton, and also Bounty Killer. And, you know, she equal rights Bounty Killer's cutout on the stage, lay him down and squat over him face and all kind of thing, which a lot of people didn't take that as anything funny, and a lot of people did. Some people say it was entertainment. Some people was like, fire for that, and fire for that girl that up. Nasty, dirty girl, all kind of something. Some comedians made spins out of it. It was controversial. It was probably the most talked about thing on Sumfest this year. Now, here's the funny thing again. Just like I just said, there were other great performances on Sumfest, musically, performance, commanding of the stage, MCing, mastering the crowd, and all this stuff. Nobody not talk about that. What grabbed the headline was Ishana, equal rights, Bounty Killer face. All right. Now here's Ishana in the US now. She's on the Trick Daddy show, right? Trick Daddy, very controversial dude as well. And she and Trick Daddy are talking about lick for lick or eat for eat. It was a food show, and the food show, while you cooking and tasting, them having a conversation on the side, it's kind of like them girl there, like where Shakira Spear to get ready with me, GRM videos, and them I talk about. And I can't stand when my man does, like, yeah, sometimes they say stuff to you that you really don't like, and you know the way that you respond is the kind of energy they put into you, and they just don't realize that that's what they get back out because that's what they put in. You know, the GR get ready with me video them. That's how they be. They be like, so, you know, and I'm a single mother of 4, so I have to really like I have to really like get my stuff together, really. You know, it's rough out here for us, but we're doing it. You know, and I'm not asking anybody for any praises or anything. I just do what I have to do to get my pencil. Hold on. This is a Mac 17, fine thinny point something. Okay, so guys, you know, I mean, to all the strong women out there, if you know, you just gotta keep pushing, man, and nothing about makeup, but you know, and them kind of thing. They were anyway. Trick Daddy and Ishana did they talk about lick for lick and eat for eat. That conversation got really, really, really weird, and I'm gonna get into that conversation. I'm gonna get into that conversation in a minute. Let me big up some people real quick though. First, Brummel Wright says it's the freaking weekend, baby. Good morning to little brother family and morning thoughts. Ites. Big up yourself, my sister, and thank you. I appreciate you so much for that donation right there. Shout out to all the people tuning in this morning. Somebody else just dropped a donation. Steve Wright did. Thank you. I appreciate you. Good morning, SouFlo, and everyone. Friday blessings to you all. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you so much. Let me go back to the top. Big up some people real quick. Then we're gonna get into all this. That conversation there with Aisha on Trick Daddy went left real quick. Live on the air with SouFlo this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo. What going?
Good day, family. What going?
What day I get ready for work, so when I have much time, you know.
All right.
Just want to drop in and say something.
All right. I appreciate you. Talk to it.
Pertaining to the Mcdonalds shooting yesterday, I saw it on Think Wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing struck my mind, well, we live not New York, but I said, no man, this sound like New York, you know. Not said them something happening in other states as well, right?
Right.
But I know say no foolishness like that happening in New York. And you know, I go up on the YouTube and I look it up and realize say I'm like was it 2 or 3 days ago, you know?
Right.
And I look on the details of how this happened and I say, it's like something broken within the people in America, you know? Not only in America, but also in the world. But when I feel say many other countries in the world suffer this problem with people as like, you know, shoot fast food workers or have this sense of entitlement over fast food workers, you know.
I remember we just talked about that the other day because the next incident did happen, remember?
Yeah, I mean, even I tell you, say, you know, you're from food country Jamaica for, I mean, as bad as it is sometimes, you're not really going to fast food place and find people and bad up nobody or them someday, you know.
Right.
The most a man probably that say, yo, what that man I get through before me, and you even want to say it too loud.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably just a 1 in a million out of Jamaica that do something like that, you know.
True.
True. And this youth is 20, like you have your whole life in front of you. You get my
baby.
And you make your mother tell you about over deal with the issue of your girlfriend or passing God and all this something, you know.
Yeah.
You give up your future for what? Like even if you did up on a wrong path, you know, but your life still can change, or you get me? I say.
But it's a single mother situation again, talking about the dynamics there. I'll talk about it more in a minute though.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it more in a minute.
You basically give up your whole future for some foolishness or over cold fries, you know, McDonald's worker. If it's this, if you want sense for the youth, you know, you see people have to learn to walk away from situations. You get me? I say.
Yes, my friend.
So the McDonald's worker did say something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, walk out, you don't go back and you can't go retrieve a gun then come, because you give all the rest to say, you know.
Facts.
Because even if that use was a threat to you, the fact say you walk away and go and buy your business and come back,
it's no longer self-defense. Right. Correct.
Yeah, if the youth that run you down or something, that is a different story. That, but it just look like say the altercation, you end up outside, your mother said this, you're gonna care for the gun, boom, come back and whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to touch on the cockpit country situation and the whole
the water poisoning thing.
No, not only that, but just the cockpit country in general, you know, it's a protected area and whatever.
Okay.
And I remember watching this documentary with Israel, and you know, they got about the whole backside thing and whatever, and they were interviewing Corey. And I think with Jamaican people, it's like we have this culture where we grow up for just mind our business.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for a long while, like Jamaica, we don't have an activism culture, you know, where we rally as one and say, you know what, we need to voice our opinions in numbers, not just on the internet where we go into the comment section and say, yeah man, whenever Daniel go off on when I go off on protest, me did it. I want to look, I tell people show up. You get me? I say?
Gather up the people.
Yeah. So we have to go to numbers and demand changes, and it's just like with other countries when you have politicians, for example, who you know corruption or whatever, whether or not them go to prison, right? Them, you know, like Boris Johnson, for example.
Mm-hmm.
The pressure reach him and him step down.
And him flee, yes.
Why is it that in Jamaica, people who were no say corrupt still in a certain positions, you know? People for years before me even born in a politics, when we come grow up here and say corrupt, when my father and mother tell me say, them people are corrupt. So it's like with the cockpit country, everybody have freedom hands in that, you know, because they know the potential, the money we can bring in for them. You get me? I say?
Right.
So once Jamaican people attack up, the politicians, we just free to do whatever they want, and you know, we'll just sit back and say, you know, the current politician boy, but if you said them a business, they've been hearing this for the whole of them life.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them 60 are in a politics. You know, if you said them hear that from them, just go with them 20 to them old age now. You look on people like Mike Henry. The man look like the man almost dead.
Yeah, and them gonna hold position until them dead.
You look on Ardisha, with him see the man look sick like me, I say, oh God. But the man not just left the politics.
Go retire, not true, and give it to
You make
somebody
millions of
younger.
dollars already.
Yeah. They must squeeze every bit of juice out that lemon, my friend. And not only that, the worst part is after them do that, they make sure that them get replaced by somebody who is like them, or that came under their tutelage, that will carry on the same BS that they carried on for however long before them kick the bucket. So
And
yeah.
The way them love the politics so much, then we get at the person, you know, and then say, yo, me assistant, me teach you the ropes, you know. So them need to fully left.
Right.
Them still there, you know.
Right.
And the next thing I want to talk about is the Donald situation. So I've been on talk about it for a while now. And you know, at first I was kind of frustrated, but then you know, the more I listen and just do my own thinking, I say, you know what, I just give the police time to do their work. You get me? I say, because I remember when the Fitz Bailey said, you know, you can't be listening to the social media comments and all this stuff because people are spread, you know, false information. You get me? I say,
right.
And you see, when you listen to different things and you get all this information, you don't know what is true really and truly, and it will make you get frustrated. I say, like at one time, I say, well, this is what a case again, you know.
But you know what? Wait, let me stop you right there. So you know what? You know what the issue is though? The issue is that people are looking for entertainment more, and as sick as it sounds, even when somebody goes missing and could possibly be dead or is a murder case or whatever, people are looking to be entertained. So they're not looking to the people who have proven to them over the years that they are credible. For instance, I make sure that I've proven that I'm a credible source for 7 years now. So when me lay down that the crying a track record there, if me there with a woman 7 years straight and she can say he's been dependable, he's never cheated on me, he's never whatever, but then she look upon me and say he's not husband material though. That don't make no sense. It's the same thing. The people know where to find credible information, but the thing is they don't want credible information. They want sensationalized stories and them want the hype. So when you have those vloggers that come out and make up stuff to add on top of what already happened, see, that's an art to lying that draw people in. Politicians practice this, and so do other people, public figures, to draw people in. There's a science to it. And what you do is you mix some lie with some of the truth. And because there is truth in it, people are gonna say, yeah, man, not true, because I did hear the voice note with the truck driver, and him did say this, but the rest of what them are putting it, not never go. So you have to wonder, I wonder if we did listen to the same thing. But that's what the people like. So there's a the people created a market for that. So people are able to give that to them and feel okay doing it. And they survive off of doing it.
And I think this issue is widespread as well because, you know, one thing I realize is like Jamaican people for one love make up like a scenarios in their head, you know? Like, for example.
And then talk about if you not go so close to go so.
It's like you live in a political community, right? And the man them say, all right, watch a state of emergency. You can't just have a state of emergency or set up on Zozo or whatever these things they use to fight crime and just go into the community and tell the citizens. You get me? I say,
right.
That is a breach of the people that right. And you know, you will see the JCF force upon say, watch out, boom, curfew 10 o'clock to Grand Spend. People are gonna say, then why you tell you for? Oh, you mean why you tell you for? You live in the community, is the right the government tell you, say, listen, we're coming to the community and whatever. You get me? I said,
yeah.
Like whether them tell you or whether them not tell you, gunman will still know when them are come.
Yeah, but some things are supposed to be upsec, fam. Like
no, definitely some things supposed to be, you know, but in terms of where it regards your right and whatever, you know, the government have to make you know certain things. You know, obviously them can't make you know everything. And the same thing with the Donald case. But no say people want updates or whatever, but the police can't just give out information like that, you know?
Right, that's facts.
And we see one look on the Klansman trial and say, watch out. Look how much foolish the prosecution they get me. I say, look how much mistake they make. And the same thing with police officers when they do them investigation. If they make mistake and go court, they want to get up on technicality.
True.
The same way we can say, oh, Vibes cartel evidence get tampered with and this must dash out and the case must dash out. And the same thing with this police officer. If the man them goes for fool with evidence, like how we said them already do,
and fumble the case,
you know, if it's true or whatever,
they could fumble the case.
Police officers and like citizens, you know.
Yeah.
So when this go court now, and film lawyer look funny, because some of these Jamaican lawyers are very good now so for them. They have business long, you know.
Yeah.
But some of them beat, them know if you really beat the system.
True.
Because the system is weak and they've been beating it for 30 plus years. And I like one year I was just
But let them go
for
school for
5
though.
years.
Is that them go school? That's what a lawyer go to school for. A lawyer goes to school to beat the system. He knows the intricate details and all the loopholes. That's what him go school for.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, me get what you say still. Making perfect sense. Making perfect, absolute sense.
Let's hope so, bro.
Manners and respect, my brother. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful weekend, yeah?
Definitely, same.
All right. Boy, I just love when time my brother them calling on them. Because, you know, women always calling and the women seem so articulate most of the time on all these things. I don't like when time the man them calling them like, oh, you're master dog and sound like hot rice in my mouth. And I like when them calling and they're articulate as well and can, you know, voice out properly what it is that they're feeling or seeing or whatever. I don't know. My daughter just sent me this, so I'm going to share it with her as we go along with the show. Look at my little daughter. Because she grew up at school, she got this morning, you know, she's going to go get registered. Summer is almost over for them already. Watch his stance now. I don't know where she learned that from or whatever, but that's little Nika, big girl now. See? So I have daughters to protect, man. I have daughters to protect. I look Panara and say, which boy? Oh, when? Murder. That may I say. But anyhow, let's get into some of these topics that we've been talking about. We're going to start out with the zoo. Open up. I'm just going to go down the line. However it falls this morning is how it falls this morning. So the zoo. The zoo opened up, reopened. First of all, I don't like zoo. I don't like zoo because when I was a kid, I used to like the zoo because, of course, I couldn't go Africa, go see the lions roaming the plains and all these things. I always wondered what a hippopotamus look like close up. These are things that we don't have locally. So then we'd have to have them in a zoo for us to see them. But as I grew older, I was like, damn, these animals look sad. They look depressed. And then as I grow older and older now, I realize that this is not their natural habitat. And that's why. It's just like taking a human being and locking them in a cage and then having people come around to see them. Just like how they used to do Sarah Bartman with her big booty, right? Yeah, God damn, I ain't never seen an ass like that before. That's what they used to say. And they put her in a cage or put her on a stage and they had charged people to come in and see this big old ass. And everybody came in to see the woman with the big old ass, you know? That's the same way the animals must feel. Like, damn. Simba probably in a cage, I think Zumba oversaw her roam the plains. Zumba jump on the back of all of the fertile females. Now it's mating season. Him till him does a fear box it left and right. So them parkers, him can't get no lion coof and them thing there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel good about the zoo thing. But zoo is zoo. The zoo was closed down in Jamaica because, I don't know if y'all ever went to Hope Gardens. The zoo was closed down in Jamaica because they actually didn't have any proper documents to be opened in the first place. Now, remember the last time, the incident that followed them not having any proper document. Well, the incident happened first, and then it led investigators to see, okay, so on the paperwork straight, it was supposed to open, and it turns out they weren't. So them closed down the zoo. But the incident that happened that caused that was the brother that went up there and was petting up the lion and talking, running finger across the cage, so. And everybody was standing there. Somebody said, hold on, wait, let me take a picture of this. Let me video this. And he's petting the lion like, remember, petting the lion like this, then he starts sticking his finger in the cage. And the lion never do nothing, no better than be a lion. So the lion grab on the finger them, and then all of a sudden it was Jesus Christ, oh my God, me never hear so much bumbo clot in my life. It was like Jesus Christ, bumbo clot, oh my God, bumbo clot. See him, hallelujah, bumbo clot. A beer bumbo clot didn't go on right in the line. He's trying to get his finger back. I don't know. The brother looked on him finger them and said, these the palm too long. I don't like them no more. I think we can grow some new one. I want to be generous to them. I think I'll give lion them here today. Yeah, you want it? No, you know what? You want? You really want? You want it? And I push it back and forth. You know what? He don't really want him, and the lion grabbed that rotted and, and then it was Jesus, bumbo clot. Why? Nearly if the lion they could have pulled him through the little square them in the mesh fence, the lion would have done it. And would have mauled his behind in there. But that's to show you something they taunt the lion for excitement sake, right? Because everybody around him are boosting. You see people will boost you up for the foolishness. Not one person in that crowd say, "Oh, idiot man, take your hand out of the lion cage." You don't know a lion, you know, is lion, and he's not Jamaican either, because we don't have none of them there here. None of them are indigenous to here. So whatever little African thing him have a go on in his mind, and throw a spear and run or something, him still have it in the matter of fact. Him want hunt right now. You are give him a chance. Take your hand out of the light. Nobody never tell him that. Everybody was like, "Oh, do it, my youth. Boy, you're brave, you know. Look there. Him a day. Hold on there, let me take a picture. Hold on there, let me get a video of that." Everybody boost him up until the lion grab him finger. Oh, bomba clot. So that was the incident that caused, and by the way, he ended up losing a couple of fingers, right? That was the incident. We didn't know that the finger them did gone. Anyways, it was a sacrifice at that point. It was either take my fingers or, I mean, what choice did he have? So he ended up losing a couple fingers. He's out there somewhere living fine, just missing a couple of digits. And probably walk around like this now. Missing a couple of digits, but he'll be all right. And the zoo is open again. I guess they went and got their paperwork straight and all these things. That was coming down towards the end of Corona when people did that. People were happy to see some return of normalcy. And, you know, outside entertainment. Jamaica always festive. If you don't know, now you know. We don't need TV. We are our own internet. We are our own television show happening live 24/7. Some part on the island, it just depends on which photographer, cinematographer, videographer is going to be able to be on scene to catch the footage and show it to the rest of the world. But we are a movie happening 24/7. That's Jamaica for you. Jamaica always a keep. Remember that. See, so if you want to go to the zoo, those of you who are on the island, the zoo is now open. Just don't put your finger them in a lion cage. All right, your fingers are valuable. Valuable. Y'all know, especially lonely people, you know how valuable your fingers are. See, especially lonely people. You don't have no partner. You know how valuable your fingers are. Now him have to go handle film business a different way. All right. I don't know if y'all seen this video. A brother where I need flour and fried dumpling. Y'all seen it? You might need the flour and fried dumpling, but the thing is the man have one hand. So how you need flour with one hand? All right. You never see it. Oh, you need flour with one hand, brother. All right. This is how he was needing the flour. So him take the dough, right? Butter it side, so. And dip it in the fresh flour and roll it with one hand and then slap it on them armpit, so. Rub it up, so. Knead the flour and drop it in the aisle. Next flour and start get real good with it and drop it in the aisle. Next flour, a dumpling the man a fry and drop it on them arm, so and drop it in the aisle and that's much him out the door I cook the dumpling them. And I love eating on food that's cooked in open fire, big pot, cause nothing no better than that. Cast iron pot pan, big wood fire. But you know, me I wonder who I line up to eat them dumpling there, cause him did have a whole heap of dumpling made. And I mean, no one now gonna eat off all of them the dumpling there by himself, and I saw a whole lot of people around him. So I was wondering who I gonna eat the dumpling there. He hot out the door, look like summertime, and the man no have no shirt, and him just a sweat profusely. And him just a slap it dumpling on them arm, so and just in the hot aisle. Next one. I see me turn up and concentrated in the hot aisle. Next one. Listen, yo. Thank God. You have to thank God for all your things, because you look on a man. You say you can't need dumpling and you have two hands and arms. And this a man you find a way if you need dumpling and feed a village. Right? Pan na armpits. Yes. Me not hungry, no. Me not have to go hungry. Me not have to go eat grass. Me not go pick green banana and peel them with my teeth. Me not have to do something, but me not eating them dumpling there where the brother did a fry. Me not like fried dumpling that much. So Let's leave the McDonald's worker shot for later. L.A. Lewis and Mr. Alex now. My God. Mr. Alex, let me tell you something. You see, just like how Ninja Man was smart and Ninja Man did not go on the stage with Gully Bop at the time when Gully Bop did have theme, big old boss. Ninja actually came and explained it to us. Ninja Man said, I'm mad, you're mad. Because listen, it no matter and a talent, the people that look for is a hype. Who have the hype right now? You can't talk to them. Me go up on stage with my lyrical self. Me know say Gully Bop can't clash me lyrically. However, because the people them have him back right now, if him just go up on the stage and breathe so in a microphone, a beer, forward and everything, and come kill myself over Sting, over pan stage show, some fest, what it was for him. No, sir. Well, it seems like Mr. Lex has stepped into the ant pile because Mr. Lex over here I talk about this man must not be considered an entertainer. Veteran dancehall artist Mr. Lex is only too aware that he will be labeled bad mind, so I'm already know, for speaking out against the antics of L.A. Lewis, but that will not stop him from making a call for L.A. Lewis to stop being referred to as an artist. Mr. Alex, I take it serious. Remember, Mr. Alex, lungs just collapsed the other day. And probably stressed out. Thank God for that. That he's healthy again. But he must say, stop calling L.A. Lewis an artist. You know, me always wonder though, which song L.A. Lewis sing? Remember when he did the Adele remix? I don't know if y'all saw it. The man did the Adele remix and do a video where he put himself in an Adele video. It was a collaboration. It was a forced collaboration because Adele never signed off on that. She probably wondering how the hell she reached in a video with this man. But what song? Trillionaire Records. Him say him own a record company. It's called Trillionaire Records. Me a give him thing enough light. Because me a no hater. If you have an artist that you want to sign to Trillionaire Records, go ahead and find L.A. Lewis. Link up. Me actually see me in a studio at work already. Don't know if it's his studio. Don't know if it's his record company. But him say he's an artist. I want to know which album him ever put out, which single him ever sell that even went wood. I want to know, but anyhow, Mr. Lex now is a true artist. Mr. Lex is one of the baddest artists out there. Don't take it from me. When it comes to right pan rhythm, man, when it comes to lyrical and delivery and these things, Mr. Lex bad. Anyhow, as time goes by, new generation coming at the game and thing, and you just have to move out of the way and make who is hype and happening now go on. See? So Mr. Lex is not hype and happening right now. Maybe because he failed to reinvent himself over the years, or maybe because his time has passed and now he's looked at as a 90s dancehall artist, even though 90s dancehall are still the baddest dancehall out there. Anyhow, here we have this man who go around telling people that he travels on his driver's license. That me talk about fly out, He travels on his driver's license and fly out on him Jamaican driver's license, go England, go wherever, anywhere he want to go. And telling people that Queen Elizabeth is his grandmother and that he is a Maroon chief. If that isn't delusional, then I don't know what is. And then both he and the media keep on referring to him as an artist. Now, Mr. Lex might have a point, because Mr. Lex might be saying, I saw him joke out the thing, and then have the rest of our artists looked at like them a comedian or something. See? So how now style we and put we and L.A. Lewis in the same group and talk about artists? What kind of artist he is? So him and the media keep on referring to L.A. Lewis as an artist. L.A. Lewis is not a recording, nor is he a performing artist. You make that clear. He is not a recording, nor is he a performing artist. He and the foolishness that him keep up just give the artist a bad name. All right. His comment follows a tweet that he made on Wednesday stating that L.A. Lewis is not an entertainer and have nothing to do with the music industry. And I wish the media would just stop associating this delusional man with our business. Kiss me teeth. When will y'all realize the things he does is not funny? Mr. Lex referred to the January 2021 court case in which a judge ordered that L.A. Lewis should be sent to a psychiatric evaluation and demanded to know when Jamaican people going to realize that playing into his games is not really doing anybody any justice? The court, the court case came about when L.A. Lewis, whose given name is Horace Lewis, was charged for breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act, because them say go inside and LA say I'm outside, I'm a Maroon, I don't abide by your laws, right? So he was charged under the Disaster Risk Management Act, and he appeared in the St. Catherine Parish Court. Judge Monique Harrison ordered the report to be done, a psychiatric evaluation, after L.A. Lewis said that he had been kidnapped and not arrested by the police, because I do not consent to any of your rules, and this is not an arrest, this is a kidnapping, and right now I am being kidnapped on camera. And the judge looked at him and said, no, but the brother here looked like him really mad. I thought this was a joke at first, but seeing him in person now, I have to order a psych eval, because this can't be normal, is what the judge said. Allegations were that L.A. Lewis and other persons were protesting in Spanish Town against the government's orders for persons to wear a mask in public to prevent the spread of something that would just fly by. When the police told the group to disperse, the group refused. L.A. Lewis, who was also charged with disobeying a constabulary's command, said that he cannot be charged because he is not under Jamaican laws. He is protected. Me tell you, them say go inside, LA say I'm outside, because I'm a Maroon. When him get arrested, him say he cannot be charged because he is protected by Maroon laws. Around the same time, him did call Chief Curry. Around the same time, him called Chief Curry phone. Him said, I'm call him because him not hard for reach, you know. I know him number. And him call the phone and the chief actually answer. And Chief Curry said, hello? Hello? And him say, yeah. So Chief, so what was something there? And the chief said, who's this? I'm having past speakerphone. I don't know if you did see it. I'm having past speakerphone. And Chief Curry said, listen, man, come off of my phone. Hang up on him. So I said, geez, bad blood between I guess even Chief Curry probably don't want to be associated. I don't want him thing look like a joke. So Mr. Lex might have a point. Stop associating him with dancehall, reggae music artists, because he's not an artist. People are going to take him for joke and then take we. So it'll be the same thing with him is. Same thing with Chief Curry. Chief Curry is like, I'm over here doing serious business. You over here clown out the thing. Me don't want them think me and you are flex. And Chief, you mean Chief Curry, the one that hang out with L.A. Lewis on a regular basis, that kind of stuff? Them two brethren, they were claim them are two Maroon chief. Yeah, LA run east and him run west. No, me no want to be associated with you like that. So I can very much understand that. But Chief Curry hang up on him right there. Listen, man, come off on my phone. Is what Chief Curry actually said, right? L.A. Lewis now claimed to be a paramount chief priest of the Nyan Kopong Maroons. However, the colonel of the Akompong Maroons threatened L.A. Lewis with a flogging after labeling him a troublemaker for ascribing to himself Maroon heritage. The Maroon them don't want to be associated with L.A. Lewis. So why we in the music industry must bear that burden? Look how he take up himself. Look how he take up himself from gone in the people them funeral in a Clarendon for the 5 people and make a spectacle of himself in the people them personal space. And then we see him trending. Why is he trending? Is it annoying? Mr. Lex, lash out. Isn't this annoying? Mr. Lex, lash out. Now, here ya, for show you how things change, you know. One time gone, when you deal with foolishness, people used to tell us, say he's a big comedian, you're sample, you know. Foolishness you deal with still, you know, but you're funny. And then, not anymore. Not anymore. You want to hear some of them over here on IG comments? Somebody said, proud Jamaicans. Leave the man alone, youth. Somehow not too enough. Explain how LA get book for Sting as headline act, but you never get that. That says a lot. Was L.A. Lewis booked for Sting as a headline act? That's not true. But you see, this is the type of foolishness what we into. Somebody had tell Mr. Lex, leave the man alone, youth. You're jealous. Because L.A. Lewis' career up and running. What happened, Papa? What happened? You see this right there, sir? One to Kai. Go get your stuff and bring it to me. Man, ready to end your live stream. Yeah. So basically, when his mom not doing what he wants her to do, he'll come find me. And that's one of the quirks of working at home that I don't like, because when you do your thing from home, you have everything else involved, especially when you're not on the same page as who did it with you. You know? She not play no security guard and try to stop him from coming in here or nothing. If anything, him more running here and do all that. But hey, whatever. I think I'm gonna take care of him same way. Can I bring your stuff, Papa? Come. Yeah, man, fatherhood first over everything. What do you need help with? You don't need help anymore? This is his blocks. And he builds amazing things out of these. But I guess the lid was screwed on and him couldn't get the lid off. So, all right. Here. Daddy soon come. You can stay over here. You can stay over there if you want to. All right. So, back to this now. That break my momentum. Now I can't even find. But anyhow, whatever. Somebody said, I support Mr. Lex on his analysis. L.A. Lewis is only glorified and platformed by people who lack standard education and people who possess a lower IQ than he does. The Jamaican people, especially the diaspora, who divulge wholeheartedly every second of their lives and days on social media, support too much slackness and foolishness, is what somebody said. Now, I'm the one person that will agree with Mr. Lex, because everybody else is beating him severely. If you go over on Instagram and look at the star, L.A. Lewis is a superstar. Think of chattings. If Bogle never dead, y'all would have seen who. Remember? I don't know what I'm talking about. Was Bogle going to blow up L.A. Lewis or something? L.A. Lewis is a superstar. This is what King Shizzle said. Let me take a phone call real quick then, because it could be. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, fam. What going?
Yeah.
Talk to
why Mr. Lex say L.A. Lewis is an artist?
Because he said he is not a performing artist and he is not a recording artist.
But he did not say, and I really each of them are saying that because L.A. Lewis is a graffiti artist.
Is that what?
Graffiti artist.
And that's what L.A. Lewis said though. L.A. Lewis never said him is a graffiti artist. L.A. Lewis said him is a musician. Him say him is a record. Him say so,
you ever go to Jamaica
and
say, Fido died up?
Where you talk about? L.A. spray up him name all over the island?
Yes.
LA, that's a marketing ploy. LA is a marketing genius in a way. In a sense that him decides, say, how can I make everybody in this country know my name? And him decides, say, well, me I gotta just travel around the country, buy gas, full up a tank, drive from city to city, parish to parish, and just any piece of wall, me see, me I go over there with spray paint and just paint up my name over it. So people started wondering, who named L.A. Lewis, because them a see it in a Clarendon, in a Westmoreland, in a St. Elizabeth, and all over the place. So they're like,
who's all over the place.
And I saw him get known.
You're going to see spirit under one rock.
But it's but brother, But Mr. Lex right now, you know, cause him is not a recording artist. Maybe if LA could come and say he's a performing artist, but Mr. Lex said he's not a performing artist and he's not a recording artist either. So I don't know, and him is definitely not an artist as in paint pictures and these things. We are say him is a graffiti artist.
Yes. Listen, I remember
wait there, you break up, man. You have to go. I don't know if you have it on Bluetooth or something, but you're breaking up. But anyhow, Monkey Money says, Mr. Lex, please focus on your health. Or not bother on yourself about the next man too much. In other words, leave LA alone. Now I tell you now, there's literally like hundreds of comments over here, and not one of them is in support of Mr. Lex and what he had to say. Travel upon him, what? But then again, from parish to parish. That's what LA did. Parish to parish and put him name up everywhere. Now, if you think about somebody who start a business and them try get some advertisement for them business, this would have been a smart thing to do. Travel parish to parish and spray paint your business name everywhere with a contact number. Not true?
I get arrested.
Well, that too. that too. But they never arrest him in Jamaica for graffiti.
Because the possibility is that when the police them come, they're going to say, it's a madman, he's coming on.
They never arrest him in Jamaica for graffiti, my friend. Jamaica have a whole heap of wall where you can paint up still, and nobody won't say nothing. You know, man just nyam the party and just dash a bag over this one, all them kind of something there. So him does, I think, I don't know. I did a video on LA Lewis not too long ago, well, a while back, where me asked the audience if we think LA is a marketing genius or if we think he's a real madman. This, you know, sometimes I think him a player mad. I don't think he's mad, genuinely mad. I don't think he is sick in the head as that kind of mad. But there's a thin line between freedom, genius, and just being a crazy person. He really think about his marketing strategy, and he really went out there and executed. And then on top of that, now he is now known. So he never pay nobody for marketing. He didn't wait on somebody to say, you know, we think you're going with something, we can promote you. Sign with us or something. He went and did his own thing. What I've always been curious about, though, is how his income come in. Like, is it through like these social media sites because everything is monetized nowadays, or people give generous donations, or is it him says trillionaire records? So that's why I've been curious. I'm gonna watch Man Pocket, but trillionaire records. I'm gonna want to figure out which album or singles did trillionaire records put out that made LA rich. Because LA whites them whiter than white, you know. And him ever clean, you know. That's why. Clean clothes madman, some people call him. Him ever clean. And you know, it take a lot to stay white all the time. With your whites is always white. Especially in a Jamaica, there's enough dust in the ear, blow around and dirty up your whites. LA just go around the corner and flash off that and new set of whites, and him have all kind of extravagant. Y'all see how he showed up to the funeral? You see how I'm showing? You see the man outfit at the funeral. Here the lady where I'm sitting beside her funeral. I don't know if it was the grandmother. So she was like, come on, get up and go on now. Maybe I said to myself, say, well, you know, if the family wants him to sit there, even though the seat was designated for family members only, if the family wants him to sit there, then they're right there. They could have stepped in and said, no, leave him alone. It's okay. You know, it's our affair, and we want him right here. He's a counselor. He is, you know, he has been consoling us in this time of grief. No, me or mommy said under her breath, she says, so get up and go on now. Like, she never want him to need her, but she never know if it's LA come out. Get up and go on. You know? So she must have did glad one time, then come and say remove him. She was like, get up and go on now. Get up and go on, man. Go on, man. Get up and go on. But them comment here, I ma beat Mr. Lex. Then Mr. Lex, you left all the way. Go down a star paper people. Go tell them that. Time you worry about LA Lewis antics. Go and help some children back to school. Try mentoring some young minds. You know, see how much of them are dead. Them are beat out. Mr. Lex Daylight a barely him a get over here, you know. Somebody else say he's an entertainer artist. He has a catalog of songs. You cannot place a person in a box or try to manipulate a person into your thinking. The other day, I see LA Lewis do a live. And them said Donnelly body, they saw Noel Maitland's black BMW somewhere in Clarendon around this time when she went missing. So people are supposing, you know, like all them said, well, I wonder if the body over Riverton dump. Go look over there. Yo, we see the car down at Clarendon the other night. Go look down there. All right. LA Lewis take you upon himself and gone out in a midnight night. Dark. A live video of film himself. And it dark in there. And he in there. I'm going to read the comment section. I see somebody I say, and the people were genuinely concerned. Me tell us that people love foolishness and entertainment. That is their entertainment. The people, some of them seem like them genuinely concerned. Them all are calling live. But LA, please, man, go back home. We care about you, you know. LA, we don't want anything to happen to you, you know. And LA said, no, man, but you know, I have to do this and them kind of thing. That then we see somebody else say something like, when you realize what your calling is in life and you step out into your calling, and one next one say, thank you, God, I had the opportunity to witness a true Maroon king in action. See me, I don't know if some of them foreign woman there who did up on the live, we see LA porn, and you have one porn video and I see Maggie a big one of backers out in the open and think, I don't know if I that them see. And them I say, yo, next time I go to Jamaica, I want to link up with LA because nothing going foreign for we and we can't get, you know, we want a man like our JPs want water. So we are, and thank God I've lived to see a true Maroon king in action. I said, this gone too far now, man. Like people really take this serious. You know? Woman are calling for foreign. I said they're glad to see a true Maroon king in action. Them same woman then now call Chief Curry true king in action, you know. Them all them try to save cockpit country, that not important. Them want LA Lewis in the darkness. A video live himself. I'm going into these unknown territories. I know the real big man around here still, you know. So, but him tell me, say, don't drive, come up and place. Him tell me, say, if you meet him down there somewhere around at the banana tree. So I go around at the banana tree, go wait upon him. I not lie, the thing did suspenseful, because see me here. I say, I wonder how I'll go on next. Right? Yo, LA, careful, you know. And them start calling, LA, go home, LA. LA, we're concerned for your safety. We don't want anything to happen to you, you know. Alright. Mister, that people are mad at LA Lewis to blow that skirt. Make sure after LA Lewis done with that, you see, he gonna roll up a split and just laugh to himself like a mad people me entertain, you know. So me have to mad like them, you know. Because you can't entertain mad people saying, you know. You have to mad like them or madder than them. So, yo, my life is in danger. Yeah, that's true. Mr. Roddy Ross. Let's say LA. Yeah, where's your police escort? LA, don't do this alone. LA, this is dangerous. Oh my God. LA, thank you for cracking the case. LA Lewis solved the Donnelly Donaldson case. I kid you not. Them say LA Lewis is the one that solved the Donnelly Donaldson case. Through his determination and his thorough investigation. You can't make up them something, yeah? So, Mr. Lex, now, not the time to talk to LA Sideway, brother. Because him good in everybody's mind right now. Remember, you know, the Donnelly dance, so something still fresh for our mind because we're still looking for her. And LA is on the case. And this is very entertaining for people. And some people really believe that he's the one that cracked the code in the first place. And he's the one that brought everything to light. And he's the one that is solving everything. So we don't want you to mess with him right now. See, if a man want to say my artist, make him say my artist. We don't care if he's a performing artist, if a pantomime him do. We don't care if a music him do, write and perform. We don't care if a paint him paint walls or pictures. What him saying is what we're rolling with. That's how I go. Never thought we would see the day when you get beat because you said something about foolishness, but and truth to fact, L.A. Lewis is like a staple in Jamaica now. He has made himself that. I give that to him. I give that to him. He has made himself a staple in Jamaica. If you want a good laugh, go check out L.A. Lewis sometime. But I don't think he wants to be taken as a joke because the man never said him is a comedian. He says he's a recording artist and know him as a Maroon king. I'm about to kill Mr. Lex over there. They're not having it. People want nonsense. Somebody say a Kelly a Plunkett say a scammer that. I started making money. One time I said the man have one room full of money in US dollars too. You want to see me? Me all over there count the money them. I say, okay, this is 100. The whole room full of money, you know. So I say, if there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all right, I count about 10 grand already so far. I say, how will LA get so much US $100 bill cash from? And just dash them around and spread them out in one room. So, yeah, fake money. But you can't tell him say fake money. And that's I think. Because he even captioned the picture and said, of course, you're going to say it's fake money. But when you work hard for your things and things like that, you know, and them thing that, and 1% of my mind was saying, I could have really know. Maybe Trillionaire Records really make some money. So if 1% of my sensible mind said that, imagine people who don't have too much of a mind already. 50% of them mind said that. Next, rest of them, 100% of them mind said that. Him rich financially. Him run the place. He is the most popular person in Jamaica. Yeah. He gave away fake money at the funeral in Clarendon. Jesus Christ. Pussy Galore said he gave away fake money at the funeral in Jamaica. If you say something enough times, you start to believe it. Mad smaddy. True. If you say something enough times, you start to believe it. You know what I'm saying about lies? If the lie is repeated over and over and over and over continuously, then that lie starts to become truth. That is why it's important to have truth tellers in the world, because if you're constantly hearing the lie, imagine hearing the same lie your whole life. And imagine you hear this lie from your picnic and nobody ever tell you say it's not a lie, it's true. Or everybody else around you is saying the same lie as if it's true also. You're going to grow up thinking that that lie is facts. Not true? No, that touch upon some church something, but I don't want, and I have nothing with church people this morning, so I won't. But there's one particular lie out there. I don't know what I talk about. That lie that's been told for centuries. Literally centuries. And we've been believing that lie for centuries. I'm still not seeing nobody go lay down there and wake up and come back here and tell me, say, yo, over son stay good. So live good over here. I'm not like that. But anywho, moving right along. So Mr. Lex, I get a beating. Leave LA alone. That's my thing too. I understand what Mr. Lex is saying. But at the same time, wrong timing. Wrong timing. Because, and Mr. Lex know, because he said it in the article. Him know. So people are going to beat him. I don't think him did know them all beat him this bad for LA Lewis though. Cause one time gone, you fling stone off of LA, nobody no say nothing. Them like, yeah, clean clothes, madman, dirty boy, something's wrong with him, him need for their Bellevue. That's how it used to be. And this was like 7 years ago. When we first started YouTube, every comment to LA Lewis was not a good comment. It was like him need for their madhouse. Him need medication. Nobody now help take care of him. We're laughing at the brother, but it's not funny because he's actually ill mentally. Blah, blah, blah. And that them used to say. He stayed persistent with what it was he was doing. Building his image, his brand. I see him there now. You say something bad about him now? Shellings. People shell you. I guess in a sense you can say he paid the cost to be the boss. Him take years and years of madman, clean clothes, madman, dirty idiot, need for their Bellevue, off his medication. Him take years and years of that. That story been told so many times that now people believe. So no, sir, I'm mad so long. Him good. Are you mad? Leave him alone. Leave LA alone. So that's right there. All right. Jamaica Zoo reopens. Let's talk about the McDonald's something now. McDonald's youth shot over fries. People, one of the hardest jobs to do in the United States of America, I say, switching gears right away, because we don't have much time. One of the hardest jobs to do in the US, I think, is customers. And the reason why, just like the caller said that called in earlier, the brother said, the sense of entitlement among American people, even people who are not American that come to America to live, they end up becoming that way. You know, me have brethren will say, yo, me married my wife, but if she stay in the country that she's from, because them not married no American girl, because their mentality is very different from women outside of, right? Like them want sit down in a house all day, enough of them want you to take care of them. So the man must get me a nice house to live in, and then he must get me children, and then he must take care of the children, and then he must take care of me, and me must sit down on my phone whole day and just do twiddle my thumbs. And only time things are good is when me get to go get my hair and nails done, and we go out somewhere nice, and he does things for me, and them kind of sitting there. Whereas it don't work so in other cultures. So Americans are entitled, period. Like mentally, that's how they're geared. And they tell you something here in the US that the customer is always right, because it's their money that runs this corporation. So the customers are always right. You will lose your job after a customer disrespect you if you act outside of how they told you to act, if that happens. I see people get spit on them job already. Make figure fight the customer. Fight never happen. They made to go fight the customer though, because that's a natural reaction if somebody spit on you, and they got let go. Them never call it fired. They said, we're gonna have to let you go. First, them tell him take a few days off. And take a few days off. Then while he's taking his few days off, by phone, them tell him we're gonna have to let you go. So imagine that. Now in this particular case right here, right? The McDonald's worker who was shot in the neck over cold fries is now brain dead. So before, it was attempted. Now it seems like that charge is going to be upgraded to murder. He's brain dead. He's on life support. Prosecution said on Thursday, as the Brooklyn judge ordered his alleged assailant to be held without bail. So now this youth's mom or his parents and family is going to have to figure a way out to gracefully pull life support off of him. Take him off of life support. The McDonald's worker who was shot in the neck over cold French fries is brain dead. Michael Morgan is his name, and he was 20 years old. And that youth that could have been outside getting money on the block. It's easy to make money in New York. Easy. It's easy to get caught up in a bad company too. When we there in New York, we used to see a 15-year-old, 14-year-old come in the barbershop and they'll pull out money, right? The coil is so big, them hand couldn't even fit around it. Well, I'm going to break down a mathematics for you. In one block space, you have 2, 4, 6 buildings. and you have some brownstone and stuff and businesses, but 6 buildings. Each of these buildings, the shortest building is 4 stories high. The shortest building 4 stories high. The other building was like 6, 7 floors. 6 buildings. In each building, you have what? 40, 50 families or more. The big building them have 80, 100 families. This is all upon one street, one little street, where you can literally fling an egg and lick this one, fling an egg and lick this one. So them youth here, they don't have to go, and this is why they kill over these blocks. They don't have to go nowhere to make money. Them get up, them go downstairs, they run the block by shifts. And they'll be like, yo, people around here, they're on drugs. So they want crack, I'm selling crack. They want weed, I'm selling weed. They want coke, I'm selling coke. I got all that. All I got to do is get up and go downstairs. Up early in the morning, I'm going to work 6 a.m. to midday. You, JJ, you take over, and you're going to work from midday till 5 p.m. I don't know who about to run the night shift. Ray and them about to run the night shift from 5 p.m. till blah, blah, blah time. It's between us. Anybody else come on this block trying to sell anything, dead. That's how the blocks run. That's how money, and you can make mad money off of just your block because there are so many people here. You can't do that like which part me live. Because which part me live, you have one house, a big piece of land, and one next house, a big piece. If you step outside, everybody see you. And it's not a place where people are passing by, where, yo, I got that. And you hear that from some dark corner. Yo, I got that, son. Yo, what you looking for? I got that. Say, man, I got that. You got what? I got that, yo. I got that good green. Oh, for real? What you working with? And them lick you something real quick and tell you, keep it moving. You know what I mean? Police in the area or whatever. So that little youth here, him could have been into all that. No, he decided to say he want to go work. So he's working, doing progressive, productive stuff, and got killed on his job. Them come in, and an argument developed over fries. His mom, the dude that killed him or that shot him in his neck, that dude's mother was the one that actually went and got served some fries and stuff with our meal. She claimed that our fries was cold. She went back in the store now to complain about our cold fries. Let me tell you something. You see, one time people non-progressive and non-productive, anything becomes something like negative stuff becomes stuff that they could invest themselves in. Honestly, I've been to places before when I order something quick from some fast food stuff and the fries come cold. I eat the cold fries and go about my business because I'm a busy person. And the 15-20 minutes it's going to take me to go park my car, go inside of the establishment, stand up and wait till you serve everybody. For my turn come now to me to complain to you about some fries that were cold. That's 20 minutes taken out of my time I could never get back. I could be way down the street doing a whole other project by now that's going to get me some money than to worry about these cold fries. And how much the fries them cost? At most, $2 and something cents. May I name the fries them or me dash them away. But you see, when people have all the time in the world for BS, these are non-progressive, non-productive people. They have all the time in the world for BS. So nothing positive. I will invest my whole 24 hours into cussing about these damn fries. Because you don't have nothing better to do. You don't have anything better to do. I've also gotten fries before where it was cold and I just ate the meal and threw the fries away. And when sometime I did really hungry, I just yam the cold fries them too. But people are weird, you know? People are weird in a sense that when you're geared towards negativity, this is how it goes. So the story goes like this. The family now has to make a difficult decision to take him off of life support. Morgan, the person who shot him, who was cuffed behind his back, looked down during the brief proceeding and he didn't speak when he was seeing the judge. Caught him, catch him right away. Webb was toiling, working at the Fulton Street Eatery on Monday evening when Morgan's mom, Lisa Fulmore, complaining to workers that her fries were cold and asked to speak to the manager. You see, one of them single mother will raise our son with so much emotions, right? And he's all emotional, and he feels that if you get my mama cold fries, I'll kill you, nigga. When the workers began laughing at her because she go in there and say, I need to speak to a manager. What is it, ma'am? Y'all serve me cold fries. Okay, we could give you a different order of fries. I need to speak to a manager. Y'all over here laughing like this shit funny. I need to speak to a manager. So them start laugh more. Like, damn, she serious? She going in like this over fries? Yo, call the manager, yo. She was also FaceTiming. When the workers began laughing at her, she started FaceTiming Fulmore, which is started FaceTiming with Morgan, who came to the restaurant and got into a fight with Webb that spilled out onto the sidewalk. She was FaceTiming with her son. Her son is like, I'm down the street, right around the corner. What they talking about, mama? They laughing at you for your fries and shit. Hold up, son. I'm about to go over here real quick. My mama at McDonald's real quick. And comes up in the restaurant. He punches the dude that works in there in the face. And he fell. And when he got back up, he pulled out a gun and blasted him in the neck, prosecutor said in court. The suspect, girlfriend, Camellia Dunlap, get this part. Remember me telling her before, I said women are always a part of the frigger that's going on, but they always blame men. The suspect's girlfriend, Camellia Dunlap, she also has been charged with weapons possession in connection with the case after she allegedly, not allegedly, she did on video, I do it, she handed the gun to Morgan prior to the shooting, prosecutor said. And I guess that's the fancy thing now. If police stop us and do a quick frisk search, most likely they're going to search the dude. So I don't keep my gun on me. I let my girl keep it in her purse. But she know when to pass me my gun. Hey, babe, if I get heated, you already know, pass me my heat. So she passed him the gun. After I punched the youth and the youth dropped, the youth got back up. As the youth got up, he pulls out, he hands the gun, gets the gun from his girl, shoots dude in his neck. Let me show the pictures and everything right here, but I'm on YouTube. I can't show the pictures. He's laid out on the ground. He's bleeding from his neck. There's a bunch of people in a corner praying. She was arraigned later on Wednesday, and she is being held on $50,000 bail after the prosecutor said that she admitted to possessing the gun. Morgan now was taken into custody from his home on Monday night following hours of questioning. He confessed to the shooting. Pop, Makai, you're getting loud, man. I'm almost done. All right, she confessed to the shooting. He confessed to the shooting, and get this part. He also confessed to an unrelated homicide in 2020. So while him killed that youth, remember me telling you the other day, I said sometimes, not sometimes, try doing it all the time. When you see people highly agitated and ready for war all the time and just pour all their energy into negative all the time, leave them alone. Because some of them wake up and decide, say, to them, I want dead. Or today, I want to go to prison for a long time. Give me a good reason. A good reason like take your life away over some stupidness. Leave them alone. Sidestep them. And sometimes your ego gets you into stuff with them. Because it's ego that they're being led by. Right? They got to please their ego. Something in their mind, I say, y'all gonna make him talk to yourself? No boy can't talk to me so. No girl can't talk to me so. Hey, pussy, you're this, you're that, and they're ready to war, right? And in your mind now, your ego jump in and your ego starts say, y'all make them talk to yourself. Go on, man. Go back in there with them. Argue with them. Fight with them. You have to kill your ego. Find your ego and kill it before it kills you. One old Rastaman tell me that a long time ago, you know, when I was like 19. He was like, find your ego and kill it before it kill you. I mean, I said, me ego, I no want to kill me ego, for me no want to kill no part of me. I understand. Especially after I went to school and studied ego, right? Find your ego and kill that ego before that ego kill you. You see it? So here we are right here. But the brothers confess while they're questioning him about, yo, you shot him for what? We see on video how things happen, but I want to hear from you what happened. And him basically tell the man, say, yo, not only that, but I killed somebody in 2022. He killed a dude named Kevin Holloman, 28 years old, in 2020. And confessed to the police while them are asking about this one. So you see what I'm saying? Left some people alone, my friend. Now, the last topic we want to talk about this morning, I don't really want to talk about it with you. What I want you to do is I want you to go over to Chief Curry, but I'm going to show you this instead. It's a sad situation for the youth because he didn't. Malani, come here, mommy. Malani in here now. Come here, Munchie. Come say hi. Oh boy. Anyhow, watch this. Oh, now you coming? This is sad, and this is what's going on.
It's a terrible, real terrible man you because the sent alone, you can't stand the sent alone. And why real stiff, why I don't know what, and water contaminated, but put out the foot like carbon your hand and something. So, I don't know. It's really bad this time. So, I say, really bad. And like, I whole heap of fish dead this time, and if the river just come back to normal right now, as you can see, because for the first time them do this, the fish have just come back together now, as you can see, and then kill them out again. So right now, we need to somebody come round here and come do something about this because we can't take them out of this. Several times and do this over and over. We have them at court, and instead of the same thing, we need some government to come out, come talk to the people. Right now, brother, this believer for every day, fish we catch, selling our road, make our money, just we can have our money. Right now, we don't have nothing to do right now, brother, because everything get out. So me I say, and it's going to take it like about and next year or so again before we can come back in a river, can make a next person again. So me I say, so right now, we know what to turn to, so when that come, we need to stop this. And we need somebody to come in, come talk for it and give it some justice. And we need some money from this to because I guess we live off. And right now, we not make no money because we not have nothing to turn to. See me I say, right now you with them a ball. Everybody a ball. Right now, clean up, fish them stink bad. What if I did something and right now all up on the riverside things because we clean up several bag of fish already. Then can't go and throw it away. And right now we still stink severe, so you know if they not clean it, so you know that go on to put it in our yard. Like the last time we then go on with.
I don't know if you ever see dead fish pile up and that smell that goes with it. See? And then that's rotten meat, right? Flies everywhere, right? All right. So check this out. The other one that I wanted you to see was this one. And it's the same brother. May I tell him, go over to Chief Curry's thing and listen to what the what are going over there. But hear the brother.
At Afghanistan, It all I want to drink out of pipe. Here, dinner. And nobody not talk. Or not talk for the right black people, not idiot. That the water from the river are coming out treatment plant at Spanistown. It all I want to drink out of pipe. Here, dinner. And nobody not talk. Or not talk for the right black people, not idiot.
The man said this is the same water that run through the treatment plant, right? And this is the same water that y'all are drinking on a not even talk. Let's close this video out like this. Jamaicans are more concerned about L.A. Lewis being funny and Mr. Lex. Come here, mommy. Come say hi. And Miss, say hi over there. Say hi.
Hi, mommy.
Hi, mommy.
Hi.
You my princess?
Is it right?
Say your daddy princess.
Is it right?
Why you have my marker?
Mm,
Where'd you get that from?
mm, mm.
Can I have it? Thank you.
Is it
You
right?
almost gave it to me. Thank you.
Is it right?
Ooh, that's a big mosquito. Where the mosquito that come from in that house? It just pitched on your backpack.
No. That is a Jamaica.
Jamaica. Oh, you rub out the jam?
Yes.
I have Jamaica written on the board. You rub out the jam. I said, Daddy, it says Maker. But yeah, we're not concerned about the things we're really supposed to be concerned about. You know, you're the man say, the same water where I run through the treatment plant is the same water they're drinking. It's the same water they have to use to wash them clothes and everything else like that. And nobody is saying nothing. Them just clean up the fish and go about them business. Here's the thing. The company that is doing this and is responsible for this ain't the first, second, or third time they're actually in court right now over the same issue. And I heard that the fee that they're charged for doing this each time there is a spill is about $300 US. So them just make it spill and pay the fee all the time because they're making millions and millions of US dollars right there. So what's $300? You know? Anyway, my friend, y'all keep going over to Chief Curry stuff on Instagram and follow him from there. And then he gets deeper into everything that's going on. Yeah. $300 US is what the Jamaican government find them every time them do this. A company that's making hundreds of millions of US dollars right there, poisoning the freshwater supply of the people. Imagine being a fisherman. Your livelihood is dead. You can't go catch no fish. The whole of the fish that might wash up dead. Let's forget about that. Let's think about what's really in the water. And let's think about all these pregnant women that live in the area that's about to have babies. Let's think about how these babies are going to be born. Let's think about the people who are existing now that's drinking that water, wash them clothes with the water, all that. You caught it, Pop? Anyhow, pay attention to what really matters. That's the message. Have a wonderful weekend, people. Big up on yourself. We're way past the hour now. All right. And I'll get, you know what? I'll do a live later. I have to because there's something else that we were supposed to do this morning that I didn't do. The $100 giveaway. It's on my board. I'm just see it. And I didn't pick a name yet. So I'll pick a name and we'll go ahead and send that out. Matter of fact, let me just do that while we're here. I didn't even pick a name yet. I have a couple of names in mind, but didn't pick one yet. So while we're there, I talk about all the frivolous stuff, right? These are the things that are happening behind the scene. These are the things that we're actually really supposed to be gathering up in numbers and paying attention to, and we're not. The water supply being poisoned. Some of we say want to go on vacation and go home and feel like we're safe and we're going to bathe in it and we're going to go drink it. And we have our family members there bathing in it and drinking it. Right? Here I am. Here I am. You got to finish it, mommy. How do you do? All right, so shout out to Eat Good TV. Eat Good TV has a video out right now that's called Healthy Green Juice Smoothie. if you don't do anything else, just go look how a green juice smoothie is made and go help yourself to that one. Randomly, none of you are over here. I'm not saying none over here yet. Well, that's it. I'll pick a name later. All right. Big up on yourself. One love. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'll get up with you sometime soon. God bless. Peace.
Where are you?